Mauritius's name alone conjures up images of paradise for sun-seekers. Dreaming of palm-fringed, fine-sandy beaches, swimming in the warmest of all seas, foreign religions and cultures, or exciting adventures. What is so special about Mauritius? And is this island really worth a visit? Mauritius is located on the southeast coast of Africa. You have to endure a non-stop flight of over 11 hours to reach this small paradise in the Indian Ocean, located about 530 miles east of Madagascar. It is the end of May, and it is currently winter on Mauritius. The next day we plan to explore the small island from the west coast. We're traveling in a rental car. We quickly got used to driving on the left. The seven-colored earth of Chamarel is a much-visited attraction. On a hill, the bare, undulating earth glows in various shades. In the sunshine, the earth's surface reveals its hidden splendor of color. Up to 7 colors light up. In Mauritius, we find a critically endangered species of tortoise, the aldebleu, giant tortoises. They can live up to 150 years. The island offers a lot of untouched nature, partly still wild, tropical forest, and protected national parks. In the mountainous heights of the Black River, we find the Chamarel waterfall, the most famous waterfall in Mauritius. We continue to the extreme southwest tip of the island. The area is known as a film and television set. Windsurfers also find the best conditions here. We have hired a local guide to guide us to Tamarind Falls. The footpath through the wild, rugged tropical forest is arduous and very slippery due to the rains. The Tamarind Waterfall plunges over 7 steps into a gorge, a total of over 850 feet deep. This makes it the longest waterfall on the island. Today we want to visit the first 2 steps of the waterfalls. We have arrived at the second pool of the waterfall. Martin tells us a lot about the special nature of Mauritius. The tropical forest is a huge reservoir of drinking water. Our goal today was to admire Mauritius from a bird's eye view. Our pilot wants to take us to what is probably the most beautiful spot on the island.
So traffic helicopter 206 Bravo Whiskey is right downwind runway 5, simulated engine failure. Yeah, stop and go. Alright, so turn us on straight in fine. I want to get down here, 1500.
First we fly along the west coast, past the capital Port Louis with its harbor. Beautiful white sandy beaches as far as the eye can see. We approach the southwesternmost point of the island and see a phenomenon that is unique in the world. The refraction of light creates the impression that there is a waterfall directly below the water surface. We fly back inland. Our pilot explains that the tropical forest only replenishes its drinking water reservoirs during the main rainy season, from November to March. At 115 knots, we head straight towards the airfield. At almost 4 miles long, the Troux Biches Peninsula is home to one of Mauritius's longest sandy beaches. The Indian Ocean is particularly beautiful here. The northernmost, and at the same time, most historic point of the island has been reached. From 1715, the island was under French and then Dutch administration. For the last 180 years, the island was occupied by the British. Mauritius has been a free and independent republic since 1992. Mauritius is a religiously diverse nation and a prime example of how all faiths live together peacefully. The most widespread religion in Mauritius is Hinduism. The proportion of the Hindu population is over 50%. The temples are very colorful, full of decorations and decorated with figures of the various deities. But Christianity and Islam are also widespread in Mauritius. About 25% of believers are Christians, just under 17% are Muslims. Here in Mauritius, we find the largest Hindu pilgrimage site outside of India. On pilgrimage festivals, for example, on the night of Shiva, tens of thousands flock to the pilgrimage site to practice their faith. Opposite the main temple, local Hindus gather for ritual foot washing and coconut oil rubbing. For Hindus, this is a holy lake. In Hinduism, there are many gods, and everyone worships their own favorite deities. We drive through huge sugarcane fields and are looking for a special waterfall. The Rochester Falls are said to be located in the middle of a tropical forest. We still have no idea where the alleged natural spectacle is located. We meet a local who will guide us on the last part of the difficult path to the waterfall. The path there was not without danger, as the ground had slipped due to heavy rainfall a few weeks earlier. But the effort should be worth it. In Mauritius, tropical fruits grow and thrive under ideal conditions and taste best when fresh. Today we have an extraordinary experience ahead of us. Direct contact and a walk with the kings of the jungle. Masala and Sasa are adult lionesses. Everyone feels the thrill of encountering these amazing creatures. What looks almost playful here is the result of years of work by the animal keepers with a lot of love, patience, and understanding for the animals. The lionesses aren't forced to do anything. A lot of patience is required, and some things only work out playfully. They're just cats. Immerse yourself in the wilderness of Africa. A safari through the 350-hectare enclosure of a nearby nature reserve offers the opportunity to get closer to Africa's animals in their natural environment. Most of the animals have become accustomed to the tourist tours and have even become curious. Impala, also called black-faced antelope, is the most well-known African antelope species. So far we have traveled by land and air in Mauritius. Today we want to dive into the Indian Ocean. We're heading out to sea by boat, with a plan being to dive to a small coral reef. Our dive master is very experienced. He knows the spots and where the various marine creatures hide. A moray is unpredictable, so it's better to keep your distance. We're a little disappointed. We had hoped to see some stingrays or sharks. Instead, we take a look at a small coral reef because an oil spill occurred off Mauritius in 2020. At that time, a 1,000-foot-long Japanese cargo ship leaked a lot of oil. Here in the southwest, the island was fortunately not affected. At a depth of 16 feet, we have to make a safety stop. Even though we're returning today somewhat disappointed, the joy of diving and the connection with the underwater world will always remain something special. Unfortunately, it is time to say goodbye to Mauritius, even though we are far from having seen everything this island has to offer. But we firmly intend to return here again, because Mauritius is a dream island in the Indian Ocean, a paradise on earth, and always worth a visit.